last day of normal. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. What a joy to have you watching this video. Today is the end of week 5 of the Carnivore Shop No More Freezer Pantry Purge Challenge, which I explained really well in the last week's video, if you're curious as to what that means. But I am carnivore, my husband is not, and my daughter is not. So some of what goes on in our house is not pure carnivore, but I am eating pretty strictly carnivore. What have we been up to this week? Let's start with the shopping pantry purge part of the challenge. So we did buy a gallon of milk, and it is just raw, unprocessed, whole milk. And so we get a really good deal from a friend for $5 a gallon. And then my husband wanted sour cream to go with the chili that he's been making. So we spent $3.25 on sour cream. Then we bought $3 worth of eggs because I wanted to try an egg breakfast pressure canning project. And so I don't know if it'll be this week, but maybe next week I'll show you a video of that. And then my husband wanted jalapenos because that guy likes hot stuff in everything that he makes. So we spent a total of $13.25, and I have allowed a $15 budget for shopping. And it just, I wasn't prepared enough. Maybe next year I won't need to do any shopping. This is the first year that I really tried it like hardcore like this. So I allowed myself a small budget. And it's just a challenge to kind of see, is it easy or hard? And my husband mentioned to me like a week ago, he's like, this has been so easy. I could do this for a really long time, especially if we have a small budget a week. We really probably could go a very long time. We have spent several years building up our stores of food. We've been canning, and I'm really getting into pressure canning right now. So I am doing a bunch of meat, and that is really awesome. I'm thinking that starting Monday, so I guess that would be week 7 of the challenge, that we are going to try only eating out of canned goods, like home canned jars, stuff that we have canned just for the whole week, and see how that goes. So I think that will be interesting. And if you put it in the comments that you want me to take a picture of everything that we're eating out of our food store, I will. I just don't know if anybody's interested in that. If you want to see how do you eat out of a food storage, I can show that. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is kind of my channel and kind of the emphasis that I want to put on it. So last day of normal, it's not strictly all just carnivore, because it's more about stepping away from the normal things that aren't suiting us and that don't make a happy life. So I kind of have 4 areas that I'm tentatively thinking are going to be things that I want to focus on. And let me know which of these 4 you're more interested in. So one of them would be sprinting and exercise. Obviously, I am not a super guru. A good example of sprinting and exercise. I am a good example of somebody who doesn't like to exercise but is trying it anyway. I'm getting my sprints done on my elliptical machine in the front of my house. It's on my porch. And I'm doing that, trying when I'm not sick. I'm trying it 3 times a week. I don't love to exercise, so that's all I can put in. That's all I'm offering that's all I'm giving right now. But we are trying to do push-ups, and we're just kind of building up and getting stronger overall. The second area that I think is fun is carnivore. Like, what are we putting into our body? What are we eating? What are we consuming? And so carnivore and what we're consuming. So kind of what we bring in, what we take in. So supplements and stuff like that. That kind of a thing. What are we contributing to our health by what we take in? The third area that I think complements really, really, really well with carnivore is minimalism. So the reason why I think a minimalist and a carnivore should be friends is because a carnivore kitchen is just so ripe to be minimized. You don't have to have hardly as much food in there and hardly as many tools and things because you're not doing the same kind of preps. You don't need as much stuff. And a lot of minimalists, they don't have a whole bunch of stuff in their kitchen and in their house, but then you open up their pantry or their fridge and they have like everything in there. And I just feel like they just would pair together so well. On my carnivore journey, I found tallow. And so I could probably throw away 100 products in my house right now and just use the tallow and just use tallow for everything. So I really think that carnivore and minimalism go together so well. So I want to explore that some more. I'm actually thinking of doing a series where I'm going to carnivore minimize my kitchen. If you are interested in watching that, please put it in the comments so that I can know if there's an interest for that. So carnivore minimalism in the kitchen. And then the fourth area that I'm really into right now and want to see what the interest level is for this is carnivore prepping, carnivore canning, your carnivore pantry. So, not just carnivore minimalist kitchen, but your actual pantry and how to do it. So have like a prepping pantry restock day, when I'm doing the bone broth and all that. Like, is there an interest for those carnivore specific canning projects? And all of those things. So sprinting and exercise, what we take into our body, minimalism, and canning and prepping. I want to do those things while also at the same time, I have a list, while being frugal. I do not want to spend a ton of money on any of that. Being prepared. I want to be prepared in my skills and in my stuff. I want to be healthy. I want to be natural. I want to be sustainable, independent. I want to be intelligent. So I want to keep learning while doing those things, keep learning and bringing in new information. Christian, homeschooling, while also being kind. So I don't know. It seems like a really lofty goal to be able to attain all those things. My husband pointed out that being a prepper and being a minimalist also seem like a large conflict. Like a minimalist cannot be a prepper. And I know that it does seem like it's not compatible, but I believe that it can be. I think that minimalism is about making what you interact with every day really simple and not bogging down your mind and causing anxiety and using up all of your choices just on getting dressed and, just making everything easier in the area where you spend the majority of your time. So I'm totally fine. I want to minimize all of that, but I'm still going to have specific areas in my house, and hopefully they will be minimized to what we need and what we use, and not just garbage or junk or extra stuff that's not useful. But I think you can be minimalist, but also still have areas where you store your preps. And I think there's got to be a way to do some of both. I'm sure that there are minimalist preppers out there. It's a mindset, and they're both a mindset, and I think I can achieve both. I'm very far from being good at any of these things. Let's just be really honest about that. But I want to strive for those things, and if you want to watch somebody strive for those things, then that would be good. So there's a concept I just heard recently called body doubling, where, and I didn't know there was a word for it, but I do suffer from this. I thought of it as like a mental disability almost, is that I can't work unless somebody's with me. It's called body doubling. So just having a friend come over, just come over and sit in the room so I can get some work done. And I just couldn't get any work done unless somebody was with me. So having my husband home kind of helps, and having my daughter with me sometimes kind of helps. but body doubling works and I really want to try it. So one way you can do it is by watching a YouTube video of somebody doing it, and then you do it at the same time, and then you are working together. So I kind of want to try that, and so I am thinking about maybe doing a carnivore minimalist kitchen declutter live where we can communicate back and forth, and it can be a little bit more like body doubling. So if you're interested in that, please let me know in the comments. So thank you for watching. This challenge is going really well. I'm learning a lot. I love that I have so much more time. I'm not shopping constantly, and it still just feels like our freezers are not getting emptier in any way. It's probably because we just put a bajillion bone broths back in the freezers. Because I didn't want to, they're so like jelly, and I didn't want to pressure can them because it destroys that, but I might have to put some in there because we have like no room left in the freezers. And I'll just make more bone broth, and so I'll have enough in the freezers. But we use them for soups and all kinds of things. Like bone broths are wonderful to have in your pantry, to have a lot of them. So I probably will have to can some of those. So maybe I'll set them out. I have to set something out to can tomorrow. And I'm not sure what it's going to be. I think we're going to try sausage or something like that. But all right, have a wonderful week. Please let me know if you are trying to see what you can live off of without shopping for any amount of time. I want to hear. Thank you. Bye. Thank you for watching that video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. See you later.